The best in-class experience I've had at UMBC would have to be in my senior capstone class. I think that the environment of just being able to work with, a couple of your closer friends in your major on a project that you're all really passionate about, and with an instructor who our current instructor is Dr. Charles LaBerge, who's so passionate about making sure that everybody is not only enjoying the experience, but also learning the key factors and key skills that you're gonna need to become a successful engineer, whether that's in academia or industry. So in capstone, my group and I, we're working on a UAV project. So it's a UAV project for Northrop Grumman. And the idea of the project is to design a completely 3D printable UAV that can be deployed in low resource war zones like Ukraine to help with payload delivery. So for example, if there needs to be supplies delivered to a camp in Ukraine, like for example, food, water, or just any supplies that they might need, we would be able to deploy this drone, fully 3D print it within 24 hours, include all the hardware within it, and have it actionable and ready to go. This coming fall, I plan on traveling to the United Kingdom to start my PhD in electrical engineering. I'll be going as a Gates-Cambridge scholar, the first from UMBC in over a decade, so I'm really excited about that. I'm gonna be conducting research on creating a point-of-care healthcare technology for the monitoring and management of neuromuscular disease. It's sad that I'm gonna be saying goodbye to a place that I've known for so long, but I know it's always gonna be a part of me, and I'm always gonna be a retriever at heart, so I'm gonna bring that with me to Cambridge, hopefully create more communities like this one that has allowed me and so many others to thrive.
My favorite class that I've taken so far, or the class that I think I'll get the most use out of, all of them, of course, right? They're all just as important. But I really like how the current class that I'm taking, which is Design 2, which is essentially like the capstone project for the chemical engineering students. I appreciate how we're taking in all of the concepts that we've learned throughout our time as chemical engineering students at UMBC, and just really making one big chemical plant, and modeling it and asking questions on how can we change this plant, or what will happen if we change this other parameter or variable. It just seems like it's a lot of real life applications, and I feel like our previous classes were a lot more conceptual, but this one is a lot more real life based, and I think I like that aspect a lot more. Last summer, I participated in an REU, or an undergraduate research experience, at the University of Texas, San Antonio. So it was a 10-week program where we are paired up with a mentor at the university, and it was for their biomedical engineering department. I worked with Dr. Marissa Wetzler, and her lab, or the goal of her lab, was to produce nanoparticles so that they can be used in drug delivery. And so I had 2 or 3 weeks of training in a biolab, but more specifically cell culture. So that was something that I was never exposed to, and I really appreciated that I had that experience, because then I was able to use that knowledge for my current capstone project. I've been a part of the ICHE organization, but really part of the ICHE organization that I've mostly focused on, or was mostly participating in, was in the Chemi Sports competition. So essentially, Chemi Sports competition, it's geared towards students who are chemical engineering, majoring in chemical engineering, and then the competition is sort of like a process control type experiment. So you can think of it as having a chemical plant, and then something goes wrong in the chemical plant, and your job is, as an operator, is to try to find out where something went wrong, and then try to fix the alarm, so that way the system doesn't keep giving you errors or doesn't blow up, which would be the worst case scenario. So it's a pretty neat competition to be a part of. I think we had placed, the year that I was a part of the competition, I think we placed, I want to say, number 13. So even though we weren't top 5, it was, I think, just the overall how fun it was is what I really took from it.
One of the best classes I took at UMBC would be IS 303, which is Introduction to the User Experience and UI. I took that last fall, and it definitely was an interesting class because of the topics that were covered when it came to issues in design, and how design plays such a huge role in our lives, not even just in technology, but just in everyday things near us. I always notice things, whether I'm on campus or somewhere else, I'll notice faults in design now because of things that were taught in that class, so it's one of the classes I enjoyed the most. For that class, we had a final project where we had to basically redesign a website from scratch. One of the websites we chose to do was an online shopping platform, and we took the theories we learned in class and made it much better, because it used to be a website that used to really bug me, but I think we did a great job with it. I was interning and doing research with the Army Research Lab and the Maryland Robotics Center at on campus at UMBC, where I got to work with a lot of other undergraduate students as well as some mentors in the IS department. We worked on building an autonomous robot that could survive a huge fall and then be able to walk around by itself and collect data. So we were responsible for building the robots, for testing them, making sure that they could walk around and collect the data we wanted to, as well as just survive such a huge impact.
I can say that my best experience in class at UMBC is even happening right now, because I'm taking this software engineering class right now, and I didn't have that much experience in that in many languages. And now, because of the group I'm working with, I'm able to do many things I didn't know I can do. And right now we're building a dating software, and it's going so well and we are so like, wow, it's amazing, and it's the best experience I can say that I have so far. So as a researcher, I mean, I've been part of the cybersecurity group that does research, and I've been part of this group they did a document where we worked on, and was part of this experience. And for the internship, I was able to get an internship as an IT specialist, and this internship is going well because UMBC gives me the tools to be able to handle almost everything they ask me for over there. And also coming back to UMBC and talking to the professors, they help a lot if I'm having some issues, and I say, oh, please, can you help me with that? And for sure they give you advice and everything else, so it's going so well. I'm interning at the administrative office of the U.S. court. It's the judiciary, is the main, they are in DC, next to Union Station. There's an administrative building over there, and it's a really nice experience.
My best in-class experience was during COVID, believe it or not. It was in my engineering 204 class with Dr. Gerganis, and it was designing a toy for a child with disabilities. That project was my favorite so far because I was able to work with a lot of other students, as well as felt like I was working towards something that meant something to someone else. So I did a toy to help children with autism and help them learn emotional intelligence. My most impactful professor for me is probably Dr. Eggleton. He is a part of the mechanical engineering department, and he taught me fluid mechanics. He was one of the professors that stood out to me for being very understanding and always strived for my success throughout my time here at UMBC. One of the projects that I've worked on here at UMBC was during my capstone, which is like an engineering, mechanical engineering final class for seniors. And during that, we're designing sort of like a launching system to assist the women's lacrosse team at UMBC with their draw practice, so they can practice draws by themselves, which has been a really crazy experience for me because I know nothing about lacrosse, but it's been fulfilling to see that something coming together that's useful to the people that are my peers.
So thank you to all those students that participated. That's just a small sample of many of the students who are going to graduate from this college. Welcome to our 6th Spring Celebration event for the College of Engineering, Information Technology. It's really great to be here. It's great to see all of you. Sometimes I hope it rains so more people will come. So I'm glad that you're here, even though the weather is very nice outside. All of the individuals receiving recognitions today had great achievements across what were many difficult years. I believe that this year's graduates have not only demonstrated resilience and perseverance. They will continue to do so in the future. 6 years ago this week, I interviewed to become dean of this college. At that time, we had about 4,600 students in the college, or about 35% of UMBC students. We've grown a lot. Right now, there are over 6,000 students in the college, or about 45% of UMBC. Our college will graduate a record number of students, and we'll have also the largest research expenditures in our history. I've been able to say that for really 5 out of the last 6 years. That also means we have a record number of undergraduate and graduate students doing research. We've been able to announce that one of our early career faculty have won a National Science Foundation Career Award every year. This year we have 2, Professor Deepa Madden in mechanical engineering and Tyler Josephson in chemical, biochemical, and environmental engineering. How about we give them a round of applause? COEIT faculty have also been recognized by the institution and by the Board of Regents. Dr. Anupam Joshi was awarded the 2023 University System of Maryland Board of Regents Faculty Award for Excellence in Scholarship and Research. And Dr. Charles LeBerge was awarded the 2022-2023 Diane E. Lee Teaching Award. How about we give both of them a round of applause? Our student organizations, in fact, they started to contact me last summer, have also had an outstanding year. They're up there and they will host you a little bit later on. It's really been hard for student organizations to function and operate this last several years. And particularly a lot of the graduating seniors were very enthusiastic about us getting going again and getting engaged again. And so they really did it in a big way for us this year. Hack UMBC hosted one of the largest student organized events on campus this year, bringing together students, campus partners, and outside organizations for a return to in-person 24-hour hackathon in the ILSB. It was super cool. That happens, my page is sticking together. That happens through great student leadership. In fact, all of these things happen through great student leadership. Our smallest department is Chemical, Biochemical, Environmental Engineering. Their lead student organization is the IICHE chapter. They have become part of a long legacy of national champions at UMBC, following in the legacy of the chess team and mock trial. They won the national championship in chemical engineering Jeopardy! To me, even more impressive is that after coming in second twice, they had the boldness to promise they would win this year. Well, we give them a round of applause to meet Jeopardy! So that boldness, I think is emblematic of UMBC, and also I think of a lot of our college. I tell folks UMBC is a nerdy chic campus, and there's nothing that fits that better than winning a national championship based on chemical engineering Jeopardy! And that's something that I never really pictured I'd be able to celebrate, but I'm glad I can. Our Tau Beta Pi National Engineering Honor Society also organized the biggest and best ever UMBC Engineering and Computing Week that also was a celebration of the 30th anniversary of the college. I've seen tremendous leadership emanating from them, from Baja, which is out competing right now in Wisconsin, Society of Hispanic Professional Engineers, Society of Women Engineers, COEIT, AIAA, AICHE, ASME, NSBE, IEEE, ISCOM, and many other student organizations. Many of them have displays on the upper level that I hope you will visit. How about we give all of them a round of applause? So beginning with our very first spring celebration, we have also been announcing the Outstanding Faculty and Staff Awards. These awards take place from a nomination process. The nominations and feedback on our people get better every year. One of the things that has happened across recent years for our college is that as we have grown, so has our reputation. It's also true that some of our early award winners have then become award recipients at the university level and also the Regents level. And so we're really making a contribution to promoting the excellence in the college. We've also been able to hire amazing new faculty and staff to work alongside the faculty and staff, in some cases who have been with UMBC for even longer than the 30 years that there's been a college. As of last fall, we had hired nearly 100 people who succeeded faculty and staff who had retired or left UMBC or took new positions since 2018. For this coming year, we'll hire between 10 and 15 new faculty and staff colleagues. How about we give a round of applause to all of those new colleagues? For the first award, I want to announce our youngest award, our newest award, that we're giving for just the third time. Is a recognition from our college for a UMBC staff member who's outside our college, who helps our college be successful. These partners and friends and colleagues are essential to our work. We call it our COEIT Partner Award. So Amanda Knapp, will you please join me on the stage? Give a round of applause. Amanda is a relentless advocate for students, a famous dirt bike rider. We discussed that she could ride in here, and also a mom. And she's very busy on Facebook too. She was instrumental in the creation of the newly opened Computing Success Center, a strong collaboration across many programs. But she is Associate Vice Provost and Assistant Dean for Undergraduate Affairs. And under her leadership, UMBC's Academic Success Center has really amped up their academic support system for our students. It's an outstanding resource for all of our students, and it's also a resource for students across the campus. I will give you one data point that the Academic Success Center and many others made happen. Since we began our partnership, the 6-year graduation rate of students in our college has improved by about 14%. That's a big number. How about we give a round of applause for that number? And also recognize Amanda. Can continue to give her a round of applause there. She'll receive her award as we go there. So that very first year that we did the awards, we initiated staff awards for the college. These are staff awards for superior service. So I'd like Amy Heckhouse, Andrea Miller, and Krista Wallace to come up to the stage. While they're heading up here, I'll mention that Amy is the manager and chief of staff for the dean's office. She keeps me in line, keeps me out of trouble most days. Andrea Miller is the chemical biochemical engineering graduate program coordinator. She also supported our graduate student, our PhD student recruiting for the college. And Krista Wallace supports transfer students as an assistant director of academic advising and undergraduate student services. So how about we give all three of them a round of applause. Congratulations. Our Early Career Faculty Award goes to an assistant professor in computer science and electrical engineering, Dr. Nagma Karimi. How about we give her a round of applause as she comes up here. I can tell you that Dr. Karimi's lab is just down the hall from my office, and her students are here a lot. So appreciate that. Congratulations. We have a mid-career faculty award, and it's going to Dr. Carlos Romero Lamas. He's an associate professor and graduate program director in mechanical engineering, and he's walking up here. How about we give him a round of applause? Congratulations. The College Excellence in Teaching Award goes to Dr. Maria Sanchez, Director of the Engineering and Computing Education Program. She can join me on the stage. A lot of Dr. Sanchez's work is supporting the beginning time that students have in our college. Congratulations. We're incredibly blessed in the college to have expertise from around Maryland, from the many agencies and organizations. That expertise gets shared with us, and having some folks teach on a part-time basis for us. So we have an Adjunct Faculty Excellence Award, and this is a Faculty Excellence Award for a member of the Department of Information Systems, and his name is Amir Nuruddin. And I'm not sure if he's here. How about we give him a round of applause? And how about we just give a round of applause for the part-time folks who teach for us, because many of them, we couldn't do our work without them. Now we're going to turn to the part of the program that many of you are here for, which are the awards to our students. So I'd like you to all, as Emily said, follow along in the program, and please line up. At this point, information systems awardees should be lining up, and the BTA awardees should be getting ready to go. Okay, so if we want to start that process. The next person who's going to be at the podium is Dr. Vandana Janeja. She is the Department Chair of Information Systems. She's also the Director of iHeart, so she's very busy, but we're glad that she's spending part of her Sunday afternoon with us, and she's going to recognize the students from her department. So Dr. Janeja.
Thank you. It's an honor to, congratulate our students. It's a huge department, and the whole leadership team is really supportive of the students. So I bring you warm regards from our undergraduate program director team who couldn't be here, Mr. Richard Sponogal, who's the UPD undergraduate program director for information systems, Dr. Karuna Joshi, who's the undergraduate program director for BTA. We also have two supporting associate UPDs, Ms. Dina Glazer and Dr. Jennifer Carter. Without them, our program would not be as successful. And the program is made of students, so I'm really pleased to welcome outstanding seniors from information systems. I'll read them out, and I hope I get to see them here. Adam Abril, Johan Galeza, Janine Go, Ellen Kim, Megan Madison. Yay. Moeed Mughal, Saira Tariq, wonderful. Next, I want to announce the Student Leadership Award in Information Systems, which is awarded to Julie Tu. Julie is the president of the Information Systems Security Association and performs outstanding work in leading and managing the ISSA functions to serve the UMBC students. She is honest, communicates well, delegates, and collaborates on all ISSA projects. Julie has a strong work ethic, motivation to learn and excel, and has also exhibited strategic and transformational leadership qualities. She also demonstrates academic, professional, personal, and inclusive excellence. Let's congratulate Julie. I will next announce outstanding seniors for Business Technology Administration, Moise Butt, Julia Colton, Jenna Harbin, Lindsay Schmidt, Kennedy Wan. Next, I will announce the Vijay Jose Award winner, Lydia Mayenge. Lydia is a BTA major and a psych major. She joined UMBC during COVID lockdown and struggled to make connections with others. In 2021, Lydia soon returned to campus and furthered her involvement in additional activities. She joined COEIT, the SGA, FYA program, NSBE for a cultural connection to other Black COEIT students. She became an SI Pass leader to help math students, and she joined ASA. Participating in these student organizations helped her not only make new connections, but truly allowed her to embrace her community. Congratulations, Lydia. Thank you so much and congratulations to all the awardees. Next, I would invite Computer Science and Electrical Engineering Acting Chair, Dr. Mohammed Yunus, and Undergraduate Program Director for Computer Science, Dr. Jeremy Dixon.
Thank you, and congratulations to all the awardees today. I'm going to talk about the Computer Science Outstanding Seniors. I'm going to start with Catherine Allen. Josh Burns. Paisley Code. Rick Karshian. Mihail Majidson. Sammy Mammal. Jeffrey Martin. Nino Medina. Dan Milani. Patrick Wynn. Roberto Villanueva. Sabrina Wolfman. And Tim Yingling. There is one more award winner today who won the Manohar Shyam Joshi Memorial Award and our Student Leadership Award. Today I'm going to introduce and congratulate Computer Sciences Student Leadership Award, Sienna Serio. Sienna has maintained a 4.0 GPA throughout her undergraduate career while completing computer science major as well as a minor in linguistics. Additionally, she's been inducted to both the Phi Beta Kappa and the Phi Kappa Phi honor societies. She conducts natural language processing research with Dr. Frank Ferraro. UMBC is also very proud of a recent Fulbright Award through which she will be representing us in the Slovak Republic. Sienna has demonstrated her considerable leadership skills in many ways at her times at UMBC. She's a grit guide and serves as the team lead for other grit guides. She has the distinction of being chosen to give Dr. Valerie Shears Ashby her first tour of the campus as president. She was named RA of the Year for the 2021-2022 academic year. She has completed the Strive Leadership Retreat. And importantly, she's been an important role in COEIT. Sienna lived in the COEIT Living Learning community for her first academic year. She has volunteered for several of COEIT's events for prospective students, including Best of COEIT, Cyber 101, and Bits and Bytes. Perhaps the largest impact for the COEIT community is her role as peer mentor in leading the peer mentoring program at COEIT. Last year, Sienna served as COEIT peer mentor for 3 incoming freshman students majoring in computer science. With her experience planning events as an RA and her passion to give back to the COEIT community, she became the COEIT peer mentoring program student lead for the 2022-2023 academic year and has hosted several successful events for the 94 members of the program. As you can see, Sienna has shown her dedication to leadership in many facets of the university, and for that, we would like to both thank and congratulate her. At this time, I would like to introduce the undergraduate program director of computer engineering, Dr. Gary Carter.
Thank you. Before I mention all the names, we've had a bumper crop of really outstanding seniors this year, and it was hard to know where to cut it off. You'll notice that there's several with 4.0s, and I think there's one that's been left out. So for the outstanding seniors in computer engineering, Kenneth Addo. Connor Boy. Chelsea Clark. Daniel Cleaver. Daniel Cohen. Caden Ertel. Wilson Funk. Michael Harrigan. Iffy Jacob. Christian Listowski. Andrew Matthew. Dennis Mayer. Thomas McCartney Gibson. David Nigan. Christopher Slaughter. Who I believe has a 4.0. Xavier Smith. And Nathan Wong. Now for the Outstanding Leadership Award, we have Xavier Smith coming back. In addition to running the IEEE, I have some personal things to say about Xavier. We had, for the first time ever, we were celebrated the Academic Success Center earlier. I was trying really hard to get some tutors for that program and reached out to Xavier, and we magically got at least 3 tutors this year, first time for computer engineering. And having taught some of those classes where students struggle, and an outstanding job among many other attributes. Thank you. And with that, I would like to introduce Dr. Ray Chen, Chair of Mechanical Engineering, and Dr. Roy Wu.
Good afternoon. The outstanding senior awards for mechanical engineering are Kevin Ambrosage, David Antonenko, I'm a bit nervous. Talon Campbell, Nick Craddock, Ricky Fedorchak, Shannon Finch, Justin Greenwell, Armand Harley, Corny Jones, Andrew Kowalski, Toby Majakudumi, Matt Bowler, Jordan Polar, Danielle Roten, Lauren Wagner, Now I would like to announce the Student Leadership Award. Please come up, Ben. Ben Huber. Ben Huber has been involved with the Retriever Robotics Club team since he was a freshman at UMBC. He eventually became the club president. The robotics club becomes much stronger under his leadership. As far as I know, they have weekly workshops. They now have two teams. One team focused on robots, and the other team is building a UAV, a drone. He has invited and host engineering from Textrons, so not only just in the technical portion, he's dedicated to the robotics club. Congratulations, Ben, for your well-deserved recognition. Just one more sentence. Ben will be engineer at Northrop Grumman. Hopefully he will keep coming back to help us for the robotics clubs. Next winner, Chizaram Ubo. Chiraman is a Seaweed Scholar and a STEM Scholar. She's a teaching fellow for thermodynamics for multiple semesters. She has been a leader in the UMBC community, including Seaweed, Spanish Conversation Club, and the Student Residential Life. She's also a member of National Society of Black Engineers. Chisman will be a graduate student at Purdue University studying material science. I'm gonna quote her here, right? This is what she said. In every job I have done, I have put my all into it, whether that is going beyond what is expected from me. Congratulations.
Thank you again. Thank you.
Now I would like to introduce Dr. Castellanos and Dr. Raykar from Chemical Engineering Department. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. So delighted to be here. I think everybody knows that the students are my favorite part of this job. They are the best. So thank you for sharing them with us. So our outstanding seniors, Max Bobbin, Sarah Donier, Diego Iglesias Vega, Joy Kiguru, Madison McLaren, Thomas McLaughlin, Rachel Myers, Mary Nolan, Precious Oinloe, Sean Seraphin, Jenny Thomas, she's not here with us today. We're still, congratulations. Troy Thompson. Samantha Thorward. Christina Wilson. and Catherine Robach. We're a small family here in chemical engineering. And so Max, Sarah, Max and Sarah, I'll get you the hugs later. I'm sorry, I should have been myself. But Max, come on over again. Max was recruited to the Atoms Lab in a new project. Using a new language and theorem to formalize chemical theory, I described by Dr. Josephson, a high-risk, a high-reward project. No one knew the language, so Max self-taught himself, as many other things he has done, and started writing proofs. He became the expert in the group and taught others. Max is confident. Max submitted a manuscript as the first author where he expanded the scope of what was accomplished. Max has taken the initiative in research, is creative, and is utterly capable. He's leaving the group with a long list of new ideas and projects. Alongside this work, Max has been a teaching fellow for several of our core chemical engineering classes and is part of the winning team for COEIT Jeopardy at the national and regional level. And just as a tidbit, Max is the one that promised the first place, and he came back with it. And now for our leadership awards, we have first Sean Seraphin. Sean has the qualities of a leader that raises others. He has demonstrated his service and leadership skills through his work within Tau Beta Pi at UMBC. What sets Sean apart is his humility and ability to bring people together. He is talented at getting people to work towards a common goal, demonstrating hard work and dedication. Sean was 2021 treasurer and 2022 to 23 president for Tau Beta Pi. He has organized and led initiatives that have benefited the student body. His passion for teaching and mentorship also has been evident in his work as a chemical engineering teaching fellow, a lead instructor at Magnesium, and a learning assistant for general chemistry too, where he has helped countless students, meeting them where they are and helping them reach their academic goals. Congratulations, Sean. Last but not least, Catherine Robach. Catherine started her tenure in AICHE as a sophomore, then a PR chair, service chair, and now president. You can count on things getting done yesterday and not tomorrow with Catherine. She has planned and organized events that have enriched the CBE community. A few examples are field days, paint nights, and service outreach events. This past week, it was shared with me that Catherine shined at the Logan Elementary visit to UMBC. Catherine is also part of the national and regional winning teams for Jeopardy. She presented and won the bid for UMBC AICHE to host the 2024 regional conference, the first one that will be hosted here. Catherine also rounds up her leadership impact by being the captain of one of the UMBC Women's Ultimate Frisbee team and as a teacher of Irish dance to kids ages 5 through 18 at the McGraw Morgan Academy. Congratulations, Catherine. And now I believe I return the podium to Dean Bowman.
So first off, please give a round of applause to my co-presenters up here on the stage. And also to the faculty who nominated and reviewed the students for the awards. You can applaud for them too. Next, I'd like to recognize our student musicians. I don't know where they are as of the moment, our student musicians. They can stand up, and take a bow. You can do that. So it's Gabby Echeverra on violin, Kirsten Nemec, Keiko Myers, and Jack Bennett. How about we give them a round of applause for their excellence? All right, I want to try and do one thing here because the goal of this event is not so much what we do on the stage, although some people seem to like walking across the stage. The goal really is for people to have a chance to talk, have faculty, students, and parents have folks a chance to spend some time together. So that's really why we bring you together to do this event. But before we do that, how about we go through and we have each of the programs stand. I'm going to do this one in order. We'll give a round of applause and have all the IS student award recipients stand. Give them a round of applause. Stay standing. Computer Science and Electrical Engineering award recipients, stay standing. Everybody stay standing. Computer Science, Electrical Engineering award recipients, please stand. Mechanical Engineering, you as well. And Chemical, Biochemical, Environmental Engineering. How about we give them all a round of applause? So, extra special thanks to Assistant Dean Emily Abrams-Stevens and our college advising team for this event. How about they raise their hands or jump up and down or something like that? You can do since they're standing. Give them a round of applause. And lastly, I want to express my hope that sometime in the not too distant future, we get to be together once again in person. In the meantime, do all that you can to take care of yourself, the people you love, and even the folks who it might be hard to love sometimes. So thank you all. Take care.